I have spent I'd say about 10 years in advertising. I can go slightly before that and talk about how I got to understanding working. And that was when I kickstarted, I would say, my first job in the call center industry. And anyone who's been in the call center can tell you they're prepared for life after that. Because you're thrown right in there and you're having to tackle, especially when it comes to sales, talking to people and having people shut you down. And rejection, just like any girl, heartbreak, it's the same thing when it comes to sales. You're getting a lot of people talking to you saying, no, we're not interested, you're not interested. And you have to keep doing it over and over again until you get someone who says yes. So that really built a huge skin. And I think by the time when I was now leaving the call center industry, I was pretty sure I was never going to do sales again, that I was done with that chapter in my life. And that's how I got into advertising. So everything I wanted to do was not just about getting into the system and doing the norm, but it was about creating and innovating in a sense where you're going to make an impact. You're going to change something, especially like now for Kenya. And that was always somehow my driving force throughout my journey. So I wasn't too clear as to what direction I'd go. I was passionate about being a creative. That was a given. But somehow I was always being placed in a very business-oriented direction in every role that I was given, and never creative. So it was until when I reached advertising, it started now merging. And I found myself now getting that creative strength, but again, still being steered to handle the business aspect of it. So that's when I came to realize that I have my passion and my strengths in this, but I also have strengths in business. So what I need to do is now focus on how can I make that work for me, and how can I make that achieve my dream and making that impact that I want in creating and innovating in that sense. You should never have that limited mentality that I have to do A, B, C, D, because there's so many things in this world and there's so many opportunities. The best thing you can do is expose yourself, is to just go out there, see what are people doing, open up your mind, because the only thing you know is what you know. And the more you expose yourself, can you imagine the amount of different things that you keep absorbing and seeing? Even one of the simplest things, even just to get into travel. Travel within Kenya, get to see the different things, how people are doing, the different cultures, get to interact with different people, and it opens your mind so much that you start realizing how much bigger your ambitions can be and how much bigger your dreams can be, and then now you start realizing what you want to do. One of the best things is just believing in yourself, knowing that I'm here, and the only thing I can do is be great. And just believe in the fact that there's so many things you can be doing, there's so many opportunities, that the only person that can limit you is you. The fact that you feel even down, it's only you who puts yourself down. It's only you who feels like, oh, this is a challenge, oh, let me give up. There's no one else who's making you do that except yourself. You're still your own driving force. So at the end of the day, if you believe you're meant to be, like I said, the president of a United Africa, then be the president of United Africa. If you want to go to space, go to space. It's up to you. You can actually do any dream that you want. And there are people who have done that. There are people who have done different types of achievements. It's just picking a challenge and running with it. Hanging out with like-minded people is always going to be ideal. But you have to always remember that you're still an individual at the end of the day. So yes, there are different things to achieving your greatness. One ideal, how I would position it is 3 key things. And it's still determining what is it. One is your element of success. What is that thing that makes you feel that if I'm going to succeed in this world, this is it? And that's what I was meaning when I was touching on about exposure and getting to see what is there, getting for yourself to feel what attracts me to, what am I attracted to the most? What do I feel is more compelling? It's more, I have a passion towards doing that. And then now building that big dream for yourself and saying, this is what I want to do, this is my aspiration. So it's just having that aspiration first, and then now the element of admiration, which is now looking at what elements fit in line with this aspiration, which is what do you admire when it comes to this? What made these kind of elements happen?